Hey there. How's everybody doing? I got this box here. Came today. It's a pretty good size box, but it's pretty light. So at first when I saw the picture, my wife sent me the picture of it. And those of you who have followed some of my videos, you know I've made a deal with my wife to watch my trade video that I wouldn't buy anything more except for the ones I'd already ordered. And I have already ordered, let's see, what have I already ordered? Four things maybe. This is one of them. I'm pretty sure it's just one thing. Even though the box is pretty good sized, I'm thinking there's just one thing. And it was opened by customs, came from Zavvi, I know that. And if it's coming in the sequential order, which I think it should, because they weren't back ordered or anything, then this should be a really special unboxing. I'll tell you why. I did one other one earlier. You may have watched it. It was on, I can't remember what it was called. Well, actually, I took it down. It's a long story. I have another video explaining why I took down all my videos I did within the last month. Maybe I'll have to put that one back up or redo it or something. I actually deleted it, so I don't have it anymore. Long story short, which I don't really want to get into on here because I'm not looking for a YouTube war with anybody. But another YouTuber had a problem with something I did relative to my videos because that person felt like it was copying them. And I don't want to get into the details. It's just not anything I want to go through. It's again, I don't want a lot of drama, but I do feel like it's worth an explanation at least as to why I took them down. One of those videos I had up that I took down was on this one right here. This was my wife's aunt's favorite TV show. So I did I bought this. I love this show too, so I didn't just buy it as a tribute, but to me it was a tribute to her to buy it. And this one, as I just unboxed it, is what I thought. There's just one thing in this big box. But they've got a lot of this stuff the kids love to mess and pop these things. So I'll try to let them do that. But in the middle of all this is this, and I got this for a really super price. I'm gonna show you the whole thing, but first I just want to say why I got this. First of all, I love the series. It's another TV series. It was my wife's father's favorite television show. My wife will never watch this with me because she has her dad died when she was, I think, 11. Although she remembers him, the memories are, you know, dimmer than they would be if she were 25 when he died or 35 or whatever. She was just a kid when he died. I never obviously knew him, but I liked this show, and it was his favorite show, and he watched it religiously. He never used to let. Well, actually, I take it back. She did watch some of these with him, and so her memories are of watching this. This is a Region 2 set. It's a complete set. All 11 seasons and the movie that the show was based on. And probably one of the greatest television shows ever made. And a favorite of mine. And I'm talking about MASH. And this is the, what do they call this? The Martinis and Medicine Collection. If you watched MASH, you know what I'm talking about. The MASH unit was a unit in the Korean War, and basically they were dealing with injured people. So the helicopters would come in, the injured would come off, they would treat them, sometimes successfully, sometimes not so successfully, and yeah, that's what MASH was about. Brilliant comedy with a lot of dramatic moments in it. Maybe the first dramedy, I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to pop it open. Oh, the top looks like this. Let's see, how that part. And the other side is here. This is probably how it would go on the shelf. Maybe like this, depending on how much room I have. And then, or it could go on the shelf like that. So you've got each one of these 11 seasons in here. Get an idea how they look. I'll have to fix this. See, it bothers me that it's not the same height as the rest. It's easy to fix, and I will fix that one. The analness of collecting. I'm sure a lot of you are like the same way I am, because a lot of collectors are the same way. I watched Falagar 517. He's picking out a set for, I don't know who it was anymore. I don't know if it was Leroy Green or Todd or somebody he was buying something for, and he was picking up each one of the Blu-rays to see which one looked the best, you know, as far as the label being straight, make sure the discs weren't loose, and course, the disc not being loose is something a lot of people would do, but the label, like my wife could care less. If she buys a DVD or Blu-ray, she just grabs the first one she sees. Doesn't care. If it has a ding in the case, doesn't care. Doesn't have a slip case, doesn't care. Not that she buys a lot, but that's her mentality. She thinks it's ridiculous that I have to like look for the best one. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I will fix that one that's going to bother me. I'm not going to fix it now, but so let's see here. Let's just start with the first one, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. I've not seen this, but I've been very impressed with some of the sets from the UK. And this one would cost a fortune in this country. I can tell you I got this for really cheap. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it. Well under $100. I think it was more like $50 or $40. And I'm telling you, if I bought each one of these individually, this thing would cost me hundreds of dollars. Wow. Okay, first of all, I'm not a huge fan of this, but it's better than some things. Let me put it that way. And I can find a replacement case for something. Oh, it's really heavy though. So what we've got here is this. Here's a very thick episode guide. I'm going to start with that. And I'll show you the disc. The episode guide is yay thick. And it covers every episode in the entirety of the set. So you're not going to get one in each one. There may be something else in each one. We'll look and see. But Sam, it smells really cool, like something new. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So each one has a little summary. Not a lot of pictures, but that's fine. The other ones may have that. I don't know. There's a couple pictures in the front and a couple in the back. But so it's season 1, disc 1. The pilot, Hawkeye and Trapper raffle off a hot date with Nurse Dish to raise money to send the swamp's Korean houseboy to school in the States. Written by Larry Gelbart. He was the producer of the series. Directed by Gene Reynolds, and so on and so forth. They have numerous brief descriptions of each episode for all 11 seasons right here. So this is a pretty thick little book. It doesn't number the pages, but 30 pages, maybe something like that. Plain on the outside, but I like that. Then I'll show you what the discs look like. I like, you know, I can live with just about anything but flippers most of the time. And if you've watched my channel before, you know what I'm talking about there. I'm not a big flipper fan. I like the Dolphin. I just don't like the discs. There's no labels on them. It's hard to know what you're looking at and so on and so forth. These I like. These are distinctive. Hot Lips Houlihan. This is a Trapper. Or is that BJ? That's BJ, I think. Yeah, that's BJ. He was later. He wasn't even on the first season, I think. These are thick, though. Here's Trapper. In fact, they made a show called Trapper John M.D., which is not the same. It was the same character, but not the same actor that played it. Some years later, but back in the States. I don't know if it was successful. Now, here's Hawkeye. I'm surprised he's not on the first one. Alan Alda was, of course, the big star. There's Trapper. Wait, I thought there was Hot Lips. I thought the first one was Hot Lips. How can that be? That is Hot Lips. Hot Lips gets 2 appearances. And then Larry Gelbart, who played, what's his name? Frank Burns. He was suitably annoying, but good in the role. So that's the first season. Clayton Stevenson was on there too. So, and Radar O'Reilly here. So 1,185 minutes in color. English and French, if you want to watch that. 2.0 mono. And main feature subtitles French, and yes, it has English for the hearing impaired. I know a lot of times I see comments that, you know, it doesn't have the English for the hearing impaired on there, but this will have that for folks that need that. So yeah, there's all, this is season 1 and season 2. So season 2 on here too? Yeah, this is season 1 and season 2 here. Here's the back, lists all the episodes. Nice. Now let's see what's in one of the other ones. I'm assuming all the other ones are similar without the book. Yeah, that's what you get. So you're going to get a similar thing. Each one has a different character, whether it be the Father Mulcahy. Well, after a while, I guess they ran out of people to put on it, so they just put a picture of martini glass. I'm fine with that too. Or a helmet with a cross on it. This is a little crooked. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. Otherwise, I don't straighten this out, and the you know the paper is beyond the plastic, which it just was. That's going to wear eventually and get to me. I need it to be underneath the plastic so it doesn't ever start to fray on me. So this is seasons 3 and 4 collector edition. We're doing on time. Now it's showing all the characters, so now you're going to get dog tags and stuff the rest of the way probably. The signposts that they had up, if you remember MASH. Great series if you've never seen it. So this is 5 and 6. Here's the one that bothers me. I'll have to straighten this one out. Nice cover on that one. This is 7 and 8. Oh, they go back to some pictures of the characters now. I guess they got tired of the martini and the signs and stuff. Back to pictures of the characters. That's probably about right. Yeah, season 7 and 8. Very similar. Yeah, that's straight. That'll be nice with all the rest of them now. I'll be happy. The box is not real sturdy on these. Again, you got more pictures here, black and white now instead of the color. I'm good with that. This is season 9 and 10. Oops, a little bit better than I did. Frank Burns had left, replaced with this guy. He was pretty good too. And McLean Stevenson had left, replaced with this guy. I thought he was good too. And finally, the movie, MASH, serious sitcom bloopers, my favorite MASH episodes from some of the cast, the last day of filming. Yeah. So now you've got season 11, volume 1, volume 2, and then volume 3, the movie here, and then special features, 2 discs full of special features. So lots and lots of stuff. The MASH 30th anniversary reunion is on here. Memories of MASH, still shots, the fan base, PSAs, public service announcements, just the FAQs or just the facts. Lots of stuff. And one of my favorite episodes of MASH is the last episode, which is called Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen. I just watched that the other day, and it's a great one. And there's how that looks. All right, guys, I may have to edit this a little bit because I'm running a little longer than the 15 minutes that I'm trying to stay under for many reasons. So I'll do some editing. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoy it. That's MASH. Martinis and Medicine Collection. The box is okay. It's not real solid. Not as solid as the Woody Allen one I did the other day, but it's pretty good. It'll hold up, I can tell. Like the plastic on it, it'll help. All right, guys, take care.